notifications and keep you updated. Atma chip, the standard neural implant. You must have heard of them. Basically simplified versions of your own Cortex interface. I'm gonna connect to your visual feed so I can guide you better. Can you grant me access? And I'm in. Seeing the world from your perspective will make things much easier.
Never retreat to issues with drawing
heading towards Omni Station. Getting to the elevators is gonna be tricky. Wait,
What?
some of their units just changed course. They're...
Coming back?
not exactly. Give me a minute.
Climbers were always out of their depth, even in full force. Why you believe she can be held is beyond me.
She wants to fight.
It takes more than that to be useful.
Jack, I've intercepted the Key's orders. They're planning to shut down the sector's air filters.
What will that do?
Toxic dust from the outside will seep inside the tower. Thousands of innocent civilians will die. The entire fifth sector.
Which way?
Thank you.
This is a mistake. You don't have time to worry about one sector's dwindling population.
You want them to die?
You're missing the bigger picture.
The air filtering facility is just ahead.
Why is Mara doing this?
It's punishment for rebelling against. She wants to make an example of us, to keep the other sectors in line.
Sometimes even your current speed won't be enough. Look for cybervoid uplinks to temporarily disable safety limiters and increase acceleration. Use them sparingly, though. You don't want to damage yourself.
What are these uplinks?
Think of them as loose cables you can grab onto for extra power, although they can be much more dangerous than electricity.
Why are they here?
They're what's left of cybervoid infrastructure. At one point, the terminals were right there. Now, we must make do with scraps.
contact the other climbers, get help? No luck so far. Maybe they're laying low.
Maybe.
They're quite literally laying low on the ground. Damn.
How do you know?
I've seen the bodies. I've seen the bodies. Some cameras got the base explosion. Climbers have been expunged. traitor.
What is cyberspace? A medium, a fabric that binds all the systems together. Or rather, that's what it clouds, just slivers of a greater whole.
This is your domain, but I'm doing the work.
I told you, I can't work on your side. There's a barrier between us. Divide that shouldn't be there. And believe me, doing my part. I just don't happen to see it. Need to adjust.
All done. You saved the day. Now you can get back to more important matters.
You did it! Thank you, Jack. The people of Sector 5 owe you their lives. I'm so glad we found you.
How did you find me?
Sheer luck. You were buried in a scrap heap at the bottom of a derelict shaft. You fell a long way, didn't you?
Feels like it.
The climber's finding you is a 1 in a million chance. Most other missing Ghostrunners were located by Mara and destroyed.
Most.
A few are still unaccounted for.
I really wish you'd been there when they came for us.
What happened?
Key surprised us at the hideout. Kicked down the door out of nowhere. Then we ran. I got separated. they'd all just go away and never come back. Ghostrunners wanted to take over the elevators and move up to the city. Keys caught us halfway through our preparations.
Why did they attack us?
Keymaster must have somehow found out about us. Or about you. We've got a problem. They've just initiated system lockdown at Optimus.
What can we do?
The lockdown will be in full effect until all the elevators reach the upper station. You need to get to the control room. Fast.
Need a way to slow down the retreat. We could use the climbers' help right about now. Too bad they picked such a poor time to die for their cause.
Wasn't it also your cause?
They care for their families, and I care for their species. It's a matter of perspective, I suppose.
No access to the terminal room from this side of the station, but I guess that's not a problem. I'll try to mess with their transmissions, confuse them a little. I'm no computer genius, but their system begs to be hacked. Besides, Atla makes it easy. Yeah, everyone had them before the season.
And now?
They're not mandatory anymore, but most people have them. Especially people with limb implants like me. Done. They just received orders to stop boarding the elevators. Stand by. This will buy you enough time to get there.
Right.
Everyone born before the coup.
time dilation works in your favor, but you still don't have forever. The elevators will soon be beyond our reach. Need I remind you that the clock is ticking? Hurry it up.
This place is impossible to navigate.
Good. These firewalls are what's kept me alive for the last 20 years. Cheer up. If you were a regular human, this would make even less sense. Looks like there's a little something extra in the elevator's security scanner buffer.
Little something.
A partial Ghostrunner neural scan. You can use it to enhance your programming.
Why is it there?
One of you must have used Amida Elevator right before Morrow's insurgents disabled the internal security.
Another Ghostrunner.
It could have been you. Focus energy in your left hand and then let it all out.
What?
Don't try to think. Do it. Yes. It's just a visualization anyway.
How does it work in the real world?
Rapid micro-vibrations of your inner hydraulics. Sudden change in local pressure will result in a concentrated blast. Let's hope that piece of junk the climbers use to replace your arm can handle it. The primary application was controlled, non-lethal force. Of course, there's no need to restrain ourselves now. One more thing. You can use timbers to reflect projectiles. Give it a try. Just a bit more practice, and we're done. Exquisite. Splendid. That's all there is to it.
We're good. The keys are gone and the elevators are ours.
Time to go up. Our next target lies in the heart of Dharma City. residents of the base have most of their needs fulfilled right here. is troublesome.
How do I disable it?
First, you should get on top. You could probably cut it down. It won't hold without the supporting cords.
Now you bring up the defense system.
I had no idea how much line.
Commuter station security protocols compromised. Emergency mode activated.
I can't even... I had no idea something like this existed.
Keep moving.
Turn back. If it hits you, now you can take it down.
suspected, it was no match.
Wow. Watching from your perspective, I nearly pissed myself. I'm betting being there in person was 1,000 times worse.
Yes.
I can pull the display panels. While the keys are waiting for you at Upper Omnia, I'll redirect the elevator to the maintenance floor above.
As long as it gets me closer to Mara.
So this is the city. Wow.
You've never been here.
No, I told you. The Keymaster only allows those loyal to her, and only a chosen few.
Mara strictly controls the flow of resources between the city and the base. Food, water, people.
It works. Amida Station is crawling with keys, but it's far below the
Good job.
Oh, thank you. You still need to look out for the regular patrol.
Our next goal is a repository, a data archive created to store knowledge about the world before the first. It holds some documentation of Project Ghostrunner,
Just some.
only on what was already in development back then.
So where do we go? What's the next step? Okay, here you go. Just had to download the layout.
Your means well. What's wrong with that? You need to stop relying on her.
I only rely on myself. Where are all the civilians?
Seems like there's a curfew in effect. Turns out people here are just as oppressed as the base.
A citywide lockdown is now in effect. An armed and dangerous criminal has been spotted in the area. All Dharma City residents should remain indoors for their own safety. All Dharma City residents should remain indoors for their own safety. Residents found outside their homes will be shot on sight.
Is that your plan? To attack on the city?
Yes. Until today, we thought we were ready. We thought once you awakened, you'd lead us to victory. Help us break free and avenge the Architect.
I'm touched.
So, what's your plans to keep the Keymaster? I mean, last time you faced her, you were one of 100 Ghostrunners.
How do you know that?
My father. I was only 2 when the coup happened, but he told me all about it. So many died back then. With all the Ghostrunners gone, there was no one to protect us.
Almost every Ghostrunner in Dawn was disabled, slaughtered. You were one of the lucky few affected by the initial deactivation signal.
Why?
There were variations
future by yourself.
She can rely on Ghostrunners. She won't stop until she knows what
So you won't stop either until one of you is dead.
to do. Yes.
I know how you feel.
Appalling. Perfect society plunged into chaos. Decades of my hard work and careful planning derailed.